Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. We're still joined by Coach Anderson. Before we get into some of the specifics of the last couple of weeks, and because we won't see you again before senior night on October 30th, I want to give you this chance to talk about the lone member of your senior class, Brittany Bennett. She probably won't be on the pitch anymore this year, but talk about her leadership off the field and what it will mean to this team as we head down the stretch.
Well, obviously the injury to Brittany, and at this point we assume it's a season-ending injury, is devastating for our team. But I feel very sorry for Brittany. She's been a phenomenal goalkeeper in her career with us. She is a two-time All-Conference player. She's a two-time All-Region player. She's the first goalkeeper ever in the PBC to be awarded the Freshman Player of the Year accolade. And she's just an outstanding player, and in addition she has taken on a captain's role this year and has done an outstanding job of doing so. She will continue to lead from the bench for the remainder of the season, but obviously I ache for her. You don't want any senior to ever end their college career on an injury, and it appears that unfortunately Brittany's career will end on an injury, but she will continue to lead. She will continue to be an important part of our team, and we certainly appreciate everything that she does off the field at this point.
Well, let's hit on some of the highlights for your team since we last talked to you. You had a very good showing against a nationally ranked Armstrong Atlantic team on the road, and then came back home 3 days later and grabbed a pretty big win over Flagler with a goal in the 39th minute. Using both of those games as examples, what kind of things did you learn about your team in that 3-day span?
Well, the game against Armstrong, we went down, and again, we've already talked about how many injuries we've had this season. We went down to that game with 2 available subs, and gave up a goal with 19 seconds left in the first half, and then we threw everything but the kitchen sink forward trying to get an equalizer late in the game and gave up a goal with 50 seconds left. I thought the players put in an enormous effort and showed a lot of courage and a lot of heart, and I was very proud of them. I felt like we could build off of that. Unfortunately, we were obviously hit with additional injuries since that game. Now, on a more positive note, the Flagler game, a game where we score in the first half, go into half with a 1-0 lead. I thought we came out and dominated at the beginning of the second half, gave up a silly goal, and once Flagler got the equalizer, they had the better of us for 25-30 minutes, but we kept staying in there. We kept hanging in there, and obviously it shows tremendous strength to score a goal as late as we did. We scored a goal, I believe, with about a minute and 30 seconds left in the game. Sarah Lundberg, which is actually her second game-winning goal this season. A great win, great confidence win, and actually, strangely enough, in that series with Flagler, the first time the home team's ever won. Prior to that, they had won twice at our place, and we'd won twice at their place. So big win for us, and I'm proud of the kids.
Well, on Friday, it was announced that UNCP would welcome its first women's soccer player into its Athletics Hall of Fame later this month. You had the privilege of coaching Melanie Cobb as she was a part of the best team you've had here at UNCP. I just want to give you the chance to talk about her, the type of athlete she was, and what she meant to your program during her time here.
Well, how much time do you have? On a serious note, it was a privilege to coach Melanie Cobb. She's obviously a unique player. She's a unique athlete. But maybe more importantly, Melanie Cobb is a unique person. She's a great leader. She has great character, high level of integrity. She is every coach's dream. She goes out there and produces. She has the ability to look at herself and be critical of herself and is always wanting to get better. I'm so proud that she's now going to be our first women's soccer player in the Hall of Fame. It's a true privilege. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of the selection committee, and I look forward to being there induction day.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show this week, and thank you for watching this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report. Until next week, go Braves.